Hello guys, Angry Weasel here. I wanted to bring an update on the HOWA build. I also played HOWA last league, so this is just an update comparing what happened in 2.6 and if there's any changes we need to do to the spec. And this is of course looked at as a hardcore. I will try to look at it both ways, but it's mainly for hardcore. So not much in honest has changed for the HOWA setup. There is a few extra points that is interesting to take, and we got a big nerf on wall discipline, which means that now it would only give regen and not extra energy shield. So there is some of the points where I thought, hey, that would be interesting to take, but in the process of taking those, I would actually lose out on defense, and since I'm playing hardcore, it would be hard for me to do that yet. I'm still at 9 almost 4k years, and that's with mediocre gear. I have a 6th link, but it's like a level item, level 71, it's only like 600 plus years. So still a lot of upgrades for me in the future, and hopefully we can get it up to around the 13k without any wall discipline up. Then you can do most of the things without feeling that you could get one shot. As you saw here in the map, the DPS is great. I'm around 55k DPS as it is right now, and that's with 7 charges. I omitted the last charge for now just to get more energy shield, but I will soon go after this. At the moment I am level 90. So yeah, the levels are coming in a bit slower now, but it shouldn't be long before I have the last essential nodes. The DPS is great. You can clear like all the maps as it is now. It's only for doing shape and stuff like that. I need some extra gear before we could start attempting that. I don't have any enchant on the helmet either, since that was not for sale yet. So I'm still waiting for that. I either go with the projectile speed one or the deceleration one. The deceleration is better for boss killing, and I think the projectile speed is better for general map clearing. So depending on what you like to do, if you just want a map clear, the speed, the projectile speed might be better for you. It's also cheaper since the other one is better for boss killing. So that's more or less it. Now, guys, let's take a look at the tree and see what kind of point changes there is. So we have a few extra points that could be interesting to take. We have Primeval Force, and we have Forces of Nature. Primeval Force is interesting. You take 10% less reflected damage, you have 40% increased elemental damage while Flask is up, and you also penetrate 5%. The only issue here, if you want to be point efficient, is that you have to take the bottom way here. That means we're losing out on 20 decks in total since we go up here. So 20 decks would be over 20 int, of course, which is bad. So yeah, what I was coming from is that we're losing 20 int if we go this way. You want to be point efficient, so we have to go this way instead of this way. And we lose some frenzy charge duration, which is not that bad, but still, I need to switch this point around. I actually had this at start. So as leveling, I would probably take this because there's a lot of damage before you can get the extra int nodes. But the other point that is interesting is Forces of Nature. Now, Forces of Nature, it takes 2 travel points, but since we're converting them, that's 20 int. So that's very interesting for us to take, since we don't really lose much by taking it. And we get that juicy damage and penetration. So it's in a really good spot now. It's the exact, it's actually 1 more point that it used to be to take it, but I still think it's better since you get some more int. So that is an option you could take for sure. Like right now, I did the same as last time. I ran through the witch area to get Arcane Focus on up here. In the end, when I have like perfect gear, I probably want to take this row down here and remove this energy shield up here and remove these and remove these 3 energy shield nodes here. But I need some more points to do that. But that's gonna be for later on. So we can remove those. But yeah, and take these instead down here. They're a lot more point efficient down here. So we definitely want to get those instead of these. And I guess that is basically it for the tree. Everything else is the same. There's nothing really changed about it. It's still the exact same playstyle and exact same gear you need. At the moment, I've got 1200 in. And my gear, as I said, is very low tier, very cheap gear, all of it, except for, of course, the Hand of Wisdom, the Instrumentus, and I 6-linked this myself, so there was no real cost since it was 3 fusings. Lucky me. And my rings is nowhere near good enough. Like right now I'm using this crazy resist ring because I really need it, and this ring is just pure damage. I cannot get the percent ES on it, but that's a goal I want later on. But this ring, just for stat wise, is amazing. So yeah, keeping this for now, and I want to get another dual socket so I can switch out this ring whenever I'm not doing AoE weakness maps, and then just put this ring on when I'm doing AoE weakness maps. And that would be great. I did get a crystal build roll, decent, nothing too special sadly, but definitely something I can use for quite a while. For the links, I have omitted for now Wall Discipline. I still think it has value on some fights, since that if you have to kite around for a bit, it might just be nice to put it on and be sure you are at max ES all the time. Wall Haste also got nerfed in the duration, so it's very hard to keep up all the time now. It's still good for breaches, of course, but yeah, you can definitely feel the nerf. So not as good as before, but still, what would you else use? So yeah, we're still using this. Is there anything else? No, that's more or less it, I guess. Everything is the same again, but yeah, it's basically Forces of Nature and Primeval Force. Forces of Nature, I think, is worth taking when you get more levels and you feel like you're comfortable with your ears. Again, I think before you should even, at least on hardcore, before you should even think about taking this, you should have like 11k ears. When you have 11k ears, you can start thinking, hey, I want more damage. So depending on your gear, if I had like godly gear now, I might be able to do it at level 90. But again, I'm not going to push it. I'm just going to take it when I feel comfortable. And I even think I want to push it to 13k ears. And if I have that and I can get this, great. If I don't, then I don't really need it. I have enough DPS as is. And I'm still only at like half what I had last league. I had over 100k last league. GMP, Spectral Throw. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this update, and if you like my content, hit me up with a follow, and I'll see you again next time. Have a great day. This has been Angry Weasel. Bye.